Hello, I'm Marsha de Cordova and I am the Member of Parliament for Battersea and the current chair of the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Sight Loss and Visual Impairment. I would like to start by thanking the Nystagmus Network for inviting me to speak at this year's conference. The network, for decades, has done incredible work to raise awareness of the condition and improve research. And it is fantastic that you have gathered researchers, clinicians, and students together today to see how best to strengthen collaboration and accelerate change for those living with nystagmus. I was born with nystagmus, which I call my wobble, and I am registered blind. And I was first diagnosed when I was a baby, but as a child, I still remember some of the emotional impacts of my sight loss, including at my first nursery school when my mum arrived to pick me up to find me sat in a corner whilst all the other children were enjoying reading time. And when my mum inquired as to why that was, the teacher said it was because I was being disruptive because I wanted to sit at the front of the class. Or at primary school, where the head teacher wanted me to be removed and placed in a special school with children that are blind or disabled. Now, thankfully, my mother wasn't having any of this. My condition has meant that I have faced, and I'm proud to say, overcome many of the challenges that come with being partially sighted, but I know this isn't everyone's experience. And I want to ensure that no person loses their sight due to avoidable sight loss. And that's why last year I introduced a bill in Parliament calling for a national eye health strategy for England. My bill would ensure that regardless of where one lives, they can have access to the right care when and where they need it, removing the postcode lottery and addressing the inequalities in access to healthcare. Now, investing in research is going to be vital if we are going to improve eye health care. And recently, we have seen how the lives of many people have been improved by advances in research, such as in retinal diseases, for example. Shockingly, the amount spent on eye health research is one of the lowest for any disease, and worryingly, only 1.5% of the 1.4 billion invested in medical research in 2018 went into eye health. And this amounts to just £9.60 being spent on research for each person affected by sight loss. Now, I'm sure you will all agree this is unacceptable and must change, especially when evidence shows that for every pound spent on medical research, a quarter will be recouped in benefits to the wider economy and reduces pressure on other NHS services. Currently, sight loss costs the UK economy over 36 billion a year. And today, science is pushing boundaries and finding new cures that could transform lives, such as rapid medical advances in gene therapy. And there is already impressive work taking place in this field as a result of your dedication and tireless efforts to fight sight loss as leading researchers in universities and hospitals around the world. And I also want to acknowledge the healthcare professionals, participants, regulators, medical charities, and industry who are making important contributions to finding treatment and cures. Nystagmus is a complex condition, and collaboration is going to be key if we are to find effective treatments and a cure. I know many of you are involved in research focusing on how eye movements are controlled, and understanding of this is still far from complete. But working with orthoptists, ophthalmologists, optometrists, neuroscientists, and other specialities, we can find answers. We have seen how this collaboration has delivered advances in diagnostics over recent years, and it would be great if progress in finding treatments and eventually a cure can follow at the same pace. Ultimately, your work as the clinical and research community will be central to positively changing lives, not only for nystagmus patients, but too for those caring and supporting those living with the condition. I hope today's conference is informative, insightful, and inspiring as you try to find avenues for research and share information on nystagmus diagnosis and treatment. And I look forward to continuing to support your work. Once again, I would like to thank the Nystagmus Network for inviting me to speak today. And also, I just want to wish you all a great conference. Thank you.